It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
That's straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. He sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. But Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. On second down, it's Sanders. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. This defense for the Niners, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Now he's forced out left. That's going to be caught by Pitts. So the big play nullified, illegal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Carry on first down by Mostert, going to wind up losing yardage there as he stopped for officially a loss of 2.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Lance now to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep is DeAnthony Thomas. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
But my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
Hurts. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Pass rusher extraordinaire, Dee Ford that time, getting the sack.
Excellent play there by Dee Ford, back in form. Remember, 2020, 0 sacks for the season, but to be fair, only played in 1 game due to injury. What he wants to do is get back to the form he showed in 2018 with Kansas City, a career-high 13 sacks.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Second and 10. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 10. Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Oh, what a catch by Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A nice throw right there. And, Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. The Lance going to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there for Philly. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Javon Kinlaw busting through to get him for a loss of 6. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Here's Hurts to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Tyrell Adams. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A lane there to run. Is Mostert able to get about 7 there on 1st down?
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage. That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
This one out quickly to Watkins. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And look at this. For the second straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 43. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Here's Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 28.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
6-man. Check curls.
They'll look to throw here. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Lance now on 1st down. That's swung out to Mostert. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Connects with Sanu right side. Touchdown! Mohamed Sanu. His first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room.
Right there, 54, right there.
On first down, Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. He's going to go for a big play downfield.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jason Verrett. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Here's Sanu on the catch. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. A big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
And Gold is able to put it through, and that will knot things up here late in the first half. So quite a turn of events. The late turnover turns into 3 points, and now we are tied with halftime approaching.
My man, alliteration is you. I love how you just put that all together. And frankly, it just shows how quickly fortunes can change in this league.
So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter of what's been a tight contest so far.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
From the 30 on second down, Lance.
He'll swing this out to Mostert.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run.
I thought he did a nice job there of reading the coverage and realizing he didn't have anything downfield. So what quarterback doesn't love having a running back who's a terrific safety valve that he can dump the ball off to and turn it into a big hitter anyway.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Lance. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 1st down, Lance.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
Trey Lance
with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gould able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Tyrell Adams there on the tackle.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Hurts.
Wide open is Watkins. He's got it.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And the Niners will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe over it.
And now off to the races, down the right side, and all the way down to the 12. A big play there for the Niners. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Buying time. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jason McCoy. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. D. Ford showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And some room to maneuver. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. From just shy of midfield, Lance. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 41.
And the Eagles are right back in this football game.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hurts throw into the hands of Pitts here. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
And what a year Devontae Smith had at Alabama in 2020. The first wide receiver to win the Heisman since Desmond Howard in 1991 while he was at Michigan. The 10th overall pick of the Eagles, who traded up from number 12 to get him. He's reunited with his old quarterback Jalen Hurts from a few years back at Alabama. 117 catches last year, led all of major college football.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Throwing is Hurts.
Being chased out left. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
And the 49ers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
Eluding the pressure right. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quan Williams. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
A first down run there by Mostert, but it won't accomplish much. In fact, officially, he'll only get back to the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And now Mostert is going to be stopped up short. He did not get there. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Into the hands of Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling, because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the San Fran 20. A big play there for Philly. Charles just ate, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And, Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Niners are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the 49ers, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.